Hello everybody, Shadowbox here, and welcome back to episode 6 of Air Hauler 2. Today we are going to be flying from Toledo to Aurora, Illinois, which is just outside of Chicago. This is the flight I was telling you guys about. I just went from southern Indiana up to Toledo, and now we're jumping from Toledo over to the Chicago area. After we complete this flight, we are going to be jumping down to here, Greater Kankakee, and then flying some flowers back to Toledo. That's just a small job. It's 5,000, but it's basically on our way. So instead of returning with an empty load, we're going to return with about $6,000. You can see we've already earned some good money. That was $11,000 the job that we just did. And then we should have our chase is just about done here, looks like. Yeah, he's unloading his cargo, so in about 15 minutes we'll be getting another $10,000 from that job completed. But right now we are doing this Toledo to Aurora tools, almost 1,700 pounds worth, so almost 2 tons, the better part of 2 tons 1 ton, 2 metric tons if it was in kilograms, but it's not, it's in pounds, whatever. Oh, it's been a long day. We're getting almost $20,000 for this job, so this will be our highest paying job by far. And then after we do our return trip for 5, we've got a $17,000 trip waiting for us. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get the show on the road. We're taking our Duke B60. Gonna go ahead and load up tools destined for KARR. Looks like we need to unload some fuel. We need 224. We have a range of 631. Let's unload 50 pounds of fuel. Look at that. I've started loading the sim before loading Air Hauler 2, and it seems to have cleared up a lot of the issues I was having. Air Hauler recommends that the sim is launched from Air Hauler, but I'm having better results doing it this way. So if you're having some issues, try that. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump inside the cockpit. We should have everything loaded up. I did get the ILS information for Aurora if we are assigned the ILS runway. Of course, there's only one runway there that has an ILS approach, and it depends if the weather's favorable if we're going to get it or not. Let's go ahead and get the beacon on. Bring up the fuel a little bit, turn on the fuel pump. Oops, I forgot to put the prop levers full forward. There's always something I'm forgetting. Without fail. Let me get our right fuel. Well, let's get our left generator on first. Right fuel pump. Go ahead and start that. Alrighty. Now we can get our inverter on. Master on, generator, fuel pumps can come off. Let's get our taxi light on, nav light, panel lights because it is evening. Alright, and click this over to GPS. You can see we've got our route loaded up if we zoom the map out. We won't be crossing any water today. The route's still pretty much a straight shot. But I mean, it is still relatively short distance. Our cruising altitude today is only going to be about 12,000 feet, so that's what we'll pressurize for. Set the cabin to auto heat, make sure air is on. And now it looks like we're good to go. It's kind of cold out, so we're going to leave our cowl flaps closed. What's our cylinder head temperature right now? 127. 125. So yeah, we're fine keeping them closed for now. Of course, we haven't run them up yet. Let's take a listen to the weather. Wind's still out of 247. Okay. Alright. Let's get our IFR clearance. Track IR's coming on. Straight up to 12,000. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I keep bumping the... I need to not do that. Should be... What's that? Alt, ground, on. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of clicking all over the cockpit. Alright, I think we are good to roll. So let's tune traffic. And we're going to be going to runway 22. Hey look, that's our employee in my old Piper. What's his name? Chase? I don't know. I don't remember. He's doing a great job so far, though, whoever he is. Starts with a C. I think it's Chase. Something like that. Awesome. So yeah, we've got 2 employees, 3 aircraft, 1 base. We're not doing that bad, guys. Once we get to $100,000, I think I want to take a business trip to KBIV, which is that airport on the west coast of Michigan we went to a couple times in the old Piper. Or, we didn't actually go to it. We went to Holland, which is just, you know, in the neighboring area. Oh, we are going the wrong way for runway 22. Should have known that, since I'm facing 22. Well, I haven't heard any other traffic, so we should be okay. It's not like this runway is very large, either. Could honestly just taxi down it if we wanted to. Let's just get ready to enter the runway right away. So I don't hear any other traffic. We're going to be departing west. Gear up. And we're gonna ham fly this for a little bit. I believe I'm pretty much already on 235, so we're just gonna maintain. And we were just told to resume on navigation, so that's fine. I'm just following our flight director for the most part. But I am flying this by hand, and you can see, I mean, you guys know how I fly. You can see how stable this plane is. It's amazing. I've got my hand off the yoke right now. Now it's back on. I gotta make a little bit of a turn, but the autopilot's not even on. Look, it's just the flight director. I love flying this plane. I really do. Definitely worth taking out the $300,000 loan, which we should definitely be able to repay early, or even refinance it into a Twin Otter. But you know what? I'm not really looking forward to flying the Twin Otter. I mean, I probably will, just to say that I did. But this plane is not getting retired. When our airline outgrows this plane, it's being transferred to my personal fleet. Because I love this plane. I do own Coronado's Beechcraft King Air 350. Or 200, sorry. I thought about installing that, but really, after flying this, it would seem lackluster. So I thought about buying one Coronado's newer King Air, which I believe is a 200? Or a 350. I don't know. He has a newer King Air that... No, I say he, because Coronado sounds like a person's name to me. But the company has a King Air that pretty relatively recently came out. I mean, recently as in it wasn't out last time I was playing FSX regularly. Awesome. We're doing all right. Wow, that was bad. We're still doing alright with pretty much everything. Fuel pumps can come off. Prop sink can come on. I am still hand flying this. We're going to bring our ascent rate down to about 1,000 feet a minute. FSX is still pretty. The lighting isn't as good as X-Plane or Prepared version 4. But you know what? The old girl still got it. Oh, we're going to Cleveland Center. Now we're down to 2984. I'm coming a little off course. Almost to our cruising altitude. Once we get up to cruising altitude, I will let the autopilot take over, and then I'll be cutting the video. And we're coming up on it now, so we'll go ahead and engage the autopilot. And pretty much on course, maybe a degree or two off, so. Autopilot did not have much to correct. Well, something we can do with the nav radios, we can at least punch in that radio frequency for the runway. It's runway 9 ILS 108.9. We'll see when we pick that up, then we'll know we're getting close. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the cruise. I don't think I'm even going to use time acceleration because, I mean, this airplane's fast enough where we don't really need it. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we're getting ready for descent, or when ATC starts vectoring us. Alright everybody, welcome back. We've been given vectors. We're on 280 as our heading, descending to 4,000. And unfortunately we are expecting the visual on a runway 27, so we're not going to be able to perform the ILS landing. Though that does mean that the airfield is in VFR conditions, so hopefully it's not too bad under this cloud cover. We're about 15 minutes away from the airfield according to the GPS. When they gave us our vector, I went ahead and just punched in a direct to the airfield so we would at least know where we are relative to them, or relative to the airfield. The nice thing, though, is we'll get a straight in approach to the runway, so that's always nice. We do the ILS runway 9 approach, and then the visual runway 27. That's fine, we'll be getting vectors. Let's see, can we see a landing light outside if we turn that on? I think it's tied to the gear. Yeah, it's on the gear, so there's no use in turning on landing lights without the gear being out. Alright, track IR's coming back on. There we go. And I did end up using time acceleration just because I have my 24-hour work shift in the morning. So I want to be in bed by 10 o'clock. Yeah, well... Oh, there they are. "37 miles from the airfield." Ooh. Some thick clouds. Thick, thick, thick. is making me nervous. We've had a few traffic alerts during the cruise. Now we're... Well, some people are doing visual approaches. Not to our airport, but visual approaches, so that's hopeful. I can start to make out the ground, so we should be breaking out of the clouds here in a minute. It's like the cloud covers around 5,000 feet. That's not bad. So I've been thinking about trying out this ATC program called Pilot to ATC. It's apparently a pretty realistic ATC replacer, and it works with FSX and X-Plane. But it costs $60. But there's a free 10-day trial, a fully featured 10-day trial. So I think I might try that. I mean, it's a free 10-day trial. It can't hurt, right? They're just gonna have me turn right back because the airport, the runway heading is 270. So they're gonna have me do a few zigzags. Actually, the runway's here, so I don't know exactly what they're doing. Maybe avoiding traffic or something. Let's see. So we've traded the clouds for fog, it looks like. Though, of course, fog is just low clouds, but you know what I mean. Not very good visibility. Just like last video. Looks like our localizer has come alive, though it's pointed to totally the wrong course. So basically we can follow this. Actually, we could just in reverse from what we normally would, and if I swap it around, Now this should be our localizer with the runway. But the glide slope will not be functional. Oh wait, I didn't even... Is that right? No, that is right. Why not put it in both? Can't hurt. The glide slope won't work, but the localizer should. Ooh. Lots of traffic up ahead. And that's intercepting the localizer, but we're still just going straight. That's fine. Lots of Beechcraft around. Are you done talking? A lot of moisture in the air. Got him! Is that the runway up ahead? Well, I don't have it in sight yet. I just have the lights in sight, but not the actual runway. Well, I can't really report 6 o'clock traffic in sight or not. I'm actually lined up decently well for that runway. So we're going to get prop sync off, fuel pumps on. Mixture's full rich, props are full forward. Gear down. Now we can get the landing lights on. To get lower. It's a 5,000 foot runway. There should be plenty of room. Don't need to rush it. I would like to not overshoot it either, though. There it is.
Minimums. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Pretty decent landing, if I say so myself. I like this airport. This might be what we service the Chicago area out of. Is this a taxiway or a runway? Because it looks like a runway, but you're probably using it as a taxiway. We'll clear the active. Oh hey, that Cessna was the guy that we were, or the guy that was following us, the guy that we had contact with a couple times. Pull this up to ground. Come on, let me go a little faster than that. Pumps can come off. Flaps up. Now landing light can come off, and strobe can come off. And we want to go to parking. And apparently I have GSX installed, Ground Services X, but it never wants to work for me. If I use Control F12, which is supposed to be the hotkey, nothing comes up. See, I don't know what's going on with that. Also don't know why my engines are mismatching on the manifold pressure. It's causing me to go all over the taxiway. I really do like this airport a lot. All right. Perfect. I don't think that flight could have gone any better. Floodlights on here. Taxi and navigation lights can come off. Air can come off. Pitot heats can come off. Shut off our radios. Inverter. Avionics master. And finally, engines and generators. Beacon. Lights. Battery. And there we go. Parked up at Aurora. Now let's get our money. Bringing in the flight tracker. Finish flight nope. Cargo and fuel unloading. Don't know how that happened. Alrighty. And now we're going to finish the flight monitoring. Smooth landing. Everything's awesome. Now $80,664. Not bad considering we spent $500,000 today. Now, I made a mistake here. I didn't catch Blake Johnson soon enough. So he took off and headed to K-20 before I could cancel him on that assignment. And now he's going to have to fly to K-20 and then just like turn around and head up to KDLZ, I think. No, 1G5 going to KDLZ. So, yeah, Blake Johnson is making an error, but it's alright. I've made a lot of errors. And a lot of them on camera. And we've got, Chase Little on his way up here to Milwaukee. No, Manitowoc County. I don't know. That city up in Minnesota. And what we are doing next, we just landed here in Aurora. We're going to hop down here to Kankakee. Take the cargo from Kankakee to Toledo for $5,000, and then we got cargo from Toledo going to M48 all the way here. That's still in Illinois, isn't it? No, this is... Yeah, that's Springfield, Missouri. I thought that was Springfield, Illinois. So that's going to be the farthest flight that we've flown so far, I think. 468 miles. But I think we will manage it. So that will probably be the next video when we do that one. And we're still showing range of the PA 180 for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, guys, while we do, I need to go to bed. Until next time, have a good one, guys.